This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Mark Stoops, 0-9 as a head football coach in road games coming into last night, and the football Cats were 0 for their last 20 in SEC road games. And then the dealer dealt 21. Kentucky beats South Carolina in Columbia and ends a half-decade losing streak in SEC road games. Also ends a losing streak at South Carolina. The Cats hadn't won down there since 1999. Stoops all kinds of fired up after the win.
We're getting better, and to see them enjoy it and celebrate like that, it means a lot. We know we haven't arrived. We have a huge game next week, but you know what? I'm completely jacked up to get this win, to go back home, to get Florida at home. Our fans are going to be going crazy again, and I want a full house. And again, I want to deliver this game, to be 2-0, to go back and play Florida next week. That's what I wanted to do, you know. And this game was critical to get that victory for a lot of reasons, and keep just keep it going and keep the excitement going, and again, hopefully have a full house next week and play a big game against Florida.
Another headline, the freshman stepping up on the big stage. Denzel Ware scoops up a fumble, takes it back to the house on an attempted South Carolina two-point conversion to tie the game. Also, another big night for another freshman on defense, Chris Westry, who made an interception late to cap off the win. Coach Stoops thrilled with his cornerback.
You know, it was really big for Chris because he really did some good things. He was one-on-one in a straight zero blitz with their, stud wide out and made a play. And then he had some mistakes again. But again, he's a true freshman in a hostile environment. It was a great learning opportunity for him. He made some big plays, but he honestly had a rough night. He had some critical mistakes that will get cleaned up. But I'm proud of him just to dig down and grow and continue to fight and make those plays. And in particular, when he was one-on-one with those guys, and won that battle. That's tough to do against an All-American.
Next up for the Cats, the Gators. Florida opens up as a 4.5 favorite at Kentucky. The Wildcats and Gators will kick off at 7:30 next Saturday inside Commonwealth Stadium. 7:30 kickoff. You can watch this game on the SEC Network. Now to basketball, because that's what this state loves. A combined 17 Hall of Famers and 13 national championships. If there was such a thing as a Mount Rushmore of college basketball programs, these two, North Carolina and Kentucky, they'd be right up there. Today, the two schools meeting in the Alumni Charity Game in Lexington. Let's go to Rupp Arena. 10 first-rounders on the court today. This game raising over $1.5 million. First half, Boogie. Oh, Boogie. Banks in a three, of course, because he's Boogie. Later, Boogie not done, by the way. He attempted 8 three-pointers in the league this year. He made 2 of them. On the first 4 minutes of the Alumni Game, he's got 2 threes already. Boogie goes for 33 points. DeMarcus Cousins doing work. Some more work here. Throws it up the court to Trey Lyles. Little lay-in, Kentucky up by 3 points. Andrew Harrison and Devin Booker, they'll be in the league this year as rooks. Harrison kicks it out to the book for 3, and he had 14. Cats up by 4 now on the break. Lyles. Hey, bruh, I can dial it up from here, too. Long range. Kentucky outlasts North Carolina in the Alumni Charity Game, 122-115. 26 teams opening their season in the National Football League Sunday, including the Cincinnati Bengals, who have never won in Oakland. Bengals at Raiders. It's always Halloween in the Coliseum, at least to that guy. First quarter, no score on a 4th and goal from the 1. Jeremy Hill, whoa, he's going backwards, and he's going forward. Runs about 15 yards to get a 1-yard touchdown. 7-0 Cincinnati. Second quarter, now 10-0 Bengals. Marcel Reese, B-button. That's a juke. Big run down the sideline for Reese. Inside the 10. Flags are out, though. A scrum breaks out. Adam Jones, former West Virginia Mountaineer, decides to yank off Amari Cooper's helmet and then slams his head on the helmet. Offsetting penalty somehow. Ends up in replaying the down. Oakland didn't do anything. Second quarter, same score. Hill from 2 yards out. Punches it in, 17-0 Bengals. All right, 12 seconds to go down the half. Andy Dalton. 269 yards in the air for Dalton. He hits Tyler Eifert for the touchdown pass. And then later in the third quarter, Dalton hitting Eifert again. Raiders had no offensive plays in Bengals territory until the fourth quarter, and Cincinnati is 1-0 to start the year. Browns at Jets. Josh McCown suffers a concussion on the first drive of the game, so old Johnny Football gets to come in for the Browns. Second quarter, no score. Johnny Manziel. Johnny be real good. Travis Benjamin on the hookup, 54 yards, 7-0 Browns lead. Third quarter, this is not the good Johnny. This be bad Johnny. Johnny be bad. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Things got worse. Fourth quarter, Manziel in trouble, and then whoops. Johnny be getting real bad. Johnny be getting even worse now. Stripped again. 3 turnovers for Johnny Football. Browns lose 31-10. Cleveland has lost 11 straight openers. John Fox making his debut as Bears head coach. The Packers opening the season in Chicago. First quarter, Green Bay down 3-0. Aaron Rodgers to James Jones. Another look. 13-yard touchdown pass. Pack up 7-3. Jones back in Green Bay after a year in Oakland. They actually just picked him up this past Monday. Fourth quarter, Rodgers this time to the former Kentucky Wildcat himself. Randall Cobb in the back of the end zone. 5 catches for 38 yards for Cobb, and that touchdown right there. The Packers win 31-23. Also making his debut today, Rex Ryan, first year in Buffalo. The Bills hosting the Colts. First quarter, no score. Tyrod Taylor, 5th year in the league, and oh, he's got a rocket for an arm. Thank goodness Kentucky doesn't have to worry about that guy right there. Percy Harvin with the catch, former Florida Gator. 7-0 Bills after that 51-yard hookup. Jump to the third quarter. Andrew Luck and his team down 24-0. Dante Moncrief there for a 2-yard hookup. Bills still lead 24-8 now. Fourth quarter, Luck finds Dwayne Allen, but the Colts only put up 14 points. Rex Ryan gets his first win as the Bills head coach. The previous 7 never won in their debut. Still to come, hear from a Louisville head coach, Bobby Petrino, plus former coverage area coach Dudley Hilton hits another milestone in the win column. All right, now to the other side of the state. For the first time since 1998, the Louisville Cardinals are 0-2 to start the football season. A loss to the Houston Cougars at home Saturday makes the Cards 0-2. 395 yards of total offense for Bobby Petrino's team, but the Cards give up 462 to the Cougs. 236 of those in the air, 226 on the ground. The game comes down to a field goal decision, though, and Bobby P did think about going for it with a minute to go, but thought John Wallace could hit the 53-yarder to tie it.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. You know, we had a lot of wind behind us. He'd been knocking them in right around 51, 53. He felt good with the wind. It's 4th and 11. It's a tough call. You know, it's a tough call. He had a great practice the other day, kicking the ball. I think it got tipped. I think it ended up getting tipped. But, you know, do you go for it on 4th or 11, or do you kick the field goal? And I had confidence that he would make it.
The new Associated Press Top 25 poll is out. 10 Southeastern Conference teams were in the AP Top 25 last week. 3 of them, though, drop out this week. Ohio State, not the unanimous #1 team in America anymore, but still #1 nonetheless. Number 4 Michigan State actually receives 2 first-place votes this week. Meanwhile, check out what happens to the Auburn Tigers. They drop from number 6 to number 18 after barely escaping with the win over Jacksonville State. It took overtime to do that, an FCS school, that is. So the SEC has 7 total teams in the AP Top 25. Take a look at this. Still most out of any conference. Alabama the highest in that poll at number 2. Georgia at 7. LSU 13. Ole Miss 15. A&M and Auburn at 17 and 18. Missouri is 22nd. Kentucky did get votes in the coaches poll, but none in this Associated Press poll. Hey, this past Friday night, former Bell County and U-Pike head coach Dudley Hilton won his 350th game as a high school football coach. His Taylor County Cardinals started the season 0-3, but that first win means win number 350 for Coach Hilton. He's second on the all-time wins list in the state, right behind another coach in the coverage area, Belfry head coach Philip Haywood, who has 392. A new Mountain Top 10 will be released tomorrow, Angela, at 11. Want to mention that Novak Djokovic wins the U.S. Open over Roger Federer tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Jamie. We'll be right back after this.